Hi guys, welcome back. I hope you're all so well. Today's going to be my September-ish recent favourites, like recent beauty, lifestyle, fashion favourites, things that I have been absolutely loving. And I have been loving putting these videos together the past few months because I used to do them all the time and then I kind of fell out of love with it. And then recently I've been doing more of a kind of everything I've been loving and kind of doing it more that way. And I don't know, I just really enjoy it. So I thought I'd put together a new one. You guys seemed to enjoy it last time when I did a bit more random favourites, more lifestyle-y bits, that sort of thing. So that's what I'm doing again today. So let's kick off with the more random side. Let's go into more like lifestyle-y bits. Okay, first thing I want to mention as a lifestyle fave actually is my book. I know I keep talking about it, but I'm super excited about it. My brand new book, The New Fashion Wheels, is coming out November 1st. If you would like to pre-order, I will leave links down below. It is obviously my most favourite thing of this month because I announced it and it's just been incredible. So thank you to everyone who's made it possible and has pre-ordered. And also I will leave some information below about a pre-order competition that I'm doing where all you need to do is pre-order the book and you could win a personal shopping day with me. Brunch, shopping and beautifying. So I'll leave some more info about that down below if you haven't already heard me banging on about it. Moving on to the rest of the lifestyle faves. The first thing I want to mention is this new throw, and I actually have the matching cushion to go with this. I have used Christie bedding and Christie like throws and cushions now for the last few years. The quality is amazing, the customer service is amazing. I just haven't really wanted to change it. It's just so easy to order from that website. So I recently got some new items through and I thought this was the most perfect like autumnal throw. It looks really dark here on camera. I don't know why, because this is a much more, okay, there you can see it, that's better. A really autumnal, like pumpkin coloured throw. It's beautiful. I have this at the end. In fact, I'll put a picture here. I took this the other day. I made the whole bed because I'd got myself a new king size bed, you know, duvet cover and sheets, and I got myself this and a new cushion. All kind of in time for autumn, winter. I just needed some new things. I mean, you guys that tan a lot will know if you have white sheets, it takes a matter of months until the sheets start to look a little bit orangey. So I often like to kind of replenish my white sheets quite often. So they're super sparkly white and I am in love with this set that I've bought. Down below I will leave the links to the pieces that I've got because it's like a cotton sateen and it's so like luxurious and it feels absolutely amazing. But then with this throw and that cushion, it just feels really autumnal and gorgeous. So I had to mention it because every time I go into my bedroom now, I feel really like, ooh, I'm excited for Christmas, I'm excited for like cooler days and coming home to like my really warm, nice candlelit home. Yeah, anyway, so that's the first one. Second one is my Brita filter. You guys, a lot of you guys watched my vlog where I did a challenge with Brita to use more water. This isn't sponsored, by the way, that video was, but we absolutely love this. We are obsessed. The fact is that it's cold because you keep it in the fridge, so it's always nice to have that cooler water anyway. But knowing that it's been filtered through, it just, you know, it's peace of mind. We don't have to use bottled water and we haven't been buying any bottled water since this. So just to kind of show you guys that whilst that video was sponsored, just to show you we have been continuing to use it. We do love it so much. And honestly, like I was speaking to it from my best mate today actually. She was like, I saw that you got yourself a Brita, I have one too. They used to buy bottled water all the time, they no longer do. So yeah, so absolutely in love with that. Another lifestyle favourite has to be the new Glamour beauty books. I am a little bit biased, I must admit, because I do write a monthly, sometimes 2 weekly column with Glamour online. But the new beauty books just come out. It's a biannual magazine now and it's all like beauty focused and it's just gorgeous. Like the way the paper is, it's like really gorgeous feel and everything is just really beautiful in here. It's really quite inspiring. Like for me to pick up a magazine and to feel super inspired again by it is really nice because I went off magazines for a little while, but I've always been such a massive fan of Glamour. I just feel like it looks amazing. It's got Kylie on the front. There's 3 different versions of it I have right here. So yeah, I just wanted to mention it. I think it's gorgeous. And in fact, I'll leave a link down below to my recent columns if you'd like to have a little read. Okay, some more lifestyle favourites. Ooh, I've done a couple of podcasts recently. I don't don't think they're out yet. If they are, I'll leave them a link down below. I have just recorded a podcast with Ree from Ree Nutrition, and it was all about food and diets and eating and how I eat on the road and all that kind of thing, and about social media and how my social media makes us feel about food. It was honestly such a fantastic conversation. I could have carried on chatting for hours, so I'll leave that down below. And I also did a podcast with Blogosphere magazine, which was much more about the business side of blogging and social media and the influencer space. And again, super interested. So both podcasts were so entirely opposite ends of the spectrum. So again, if that is out as well, I will leave it linked for you guys. I really enjoyed doing that. And in terms of podcasts, I was also listening the other day. So Sammy Jeffcoat, if you don't follow her on Instagram, she is wonderful. I love her. She has a podcast, As You Are, with Sammy Jeffcoat. And she's had some incredible people on there with her, including my friend Kyle. She's had some absolutely awesome guests. So give that a listen if you're looking for a new podcast. It's super interesting. Really love that. What have I been watching? Oh, new season of Ozark. We just finished that. That was really good. Really enjoyed that a lot. I guess this is kind of a bit lifestyle-y favourite. Kind of perfume. This is a new Mutiny from Maison Margiela, because they do all of these replica fragrances I've talked about for years now. Some of my absolute favourites. So they've come out with Mutiny. John Galliano worked on this because obviously John Galliano is the Maison Margiela creative director, and he's worked on this, and it's really gorgeous. Tuberose, it's a lot more rich. It's very different to replica, but it's really quite rich. It's unisex as well, but I would say it's a little bit more on the feminine side of the unisex spectrum. But it's got like leather in there, musks, a little bit of vanilla, but mainly like tuberose. It's really stunning, and I've been wearing this ever since I got it the other week. I think it's just a really cool, very sort of unique fragrance in my collection. Okay, let's do some beauty faves, shall we? Okay, Lumene. I have banged on about Lumene ever since I went on that Finland trip, and I've fallen totally head over heels in love with that brand. Honestly, probably use about 8 of their products on a daily basis. In fact, I've got 2 here. I'm so sorry. I tried to keep it short and sweet. The concealer, I have not used anything else since I went on that Finland trip, and I forgot to mention them in my last favourites, and it really annoyed me, so I've been like, I have to mention them. This is the most wonderful concealer. It's not too heavy or thick, but it gives the most wonderful coverage. This one's almost pretty much gone. This is in the medium, and I also have light. But for me, I prefer my concealer to be very similar to the colour of my face, because otherwise if it's too light, sometimes I look a little bit sallow. So the medium for me is perfect, and all I do is I just add it straight onto my face like this, and I'll either use my fingers or I'll use a little brush to disperse it first, and then I'll tap it in, and it's just illuminating but covering, and I find the consistency just perfect for me. I can't rave about this more. In terms of foundation choices, I'm still using my Dolce & Gabbana tinted moisturiser most days. If I want to go for something a little heavier though, I am using this Lancome Tint Idole Ultra Wear foundation. I think it's just amazing. I did a sponsored post actually the other day for these guys where I had it on, took pictures for it, put it on my Instagram, and honestly it was such a pleasure to work on because I've been wearing this non-stop. I think it's just the most wonderful coverage. Again, I don't like anything too heavy on me, but this is a gorgeous sort of medium coverage. You can build it up to a bit heavier, but the colour's beautiful. It's very luminous and radiant as well, and it lasts all day. That's kind of the idea. It's like a 24-hour wear and comfort retouch free, so it really does last as well. So big time favourite. Powder, I just wanted to mention this because it's still a huge favourite of mine, the Lumene powder. I don't think you can really go wrong. It's a pricey powder, it really is, but I've had this for so long and I've barely made a dent in it. I just use a little bit in my T-zone to take away any excessive shine, although I like shine, so I use it a little bit to take away the excess shine. I can show you, like, I just like using my Real Techniques brush. It's no longer got a name on it. I just add a little bit to my brush here, centre of my face, a little bit under my eyes, a little bit around my nose, done. So I've had this for ages and I will keep using it. I honestly think it just makes your skin look like skin, but takes away that little tiny bit of shine. You can see it in the camera here better than I can in real life, so that's better. yeah. Eyeshadows, I've got a lot of favourites recently. This is one of my favourites actually, this NARS stick in the Velvet Shadow Stick in Cirrus. It's just very me, you know, like this copper kind of shade. Like that. And it just works, it's just quick, straight onto the eyelid, blend it a bit if you want, and then add a little bit more for intensity, and it's just quick and easy, simple, stunning shade on the eyes. It just catches the light and just looks absolutely stunning, so. And this Lumene, this is another Lumene, but this is the hand cream, the Arctic Care Moisture Soft hand cream, and it's almost gone now. I have this by my bed and I use it every single night, and I just think it's just really moisturising and lovely. I mean, there's not much more you can say about hand cream, but really love that. This has been in my bathroom for a while. It's looking a bit gross. It's got stuff all over it. The Coco and Eve Like a Virgin Super Nourishing Coconut and Fig Hair Mask. It really does the job though. It makes my hair super duper soft and it smells delish. It's just so coconutty. I love the packaging, the smell is great. I lather this onto my hair, mainly on the very ends. I really kind of massage it into the ends and then put it a little bit more through the lengths, not touching the roots. I'll leave it for a couple of minutes while I'm kind of like washing or shaving or whatever. It just really, really helps my hair just feel absolutely amazing, to be honest. So I've been meaning to mention this for a while because I'm about halfway down on this and I think it's really, really great. And again, just to kind of mention for hair, I think this is in my last favourites, but I'm still on the Red Ken Blondage range because it's just the perfect way to keep my hair bright silver whilst also not drying it out. So I use the shampoo and I use the conditioner together and it's just a perfect combo. I'm so glad that Red Ken came out with a range that was like this because I think it's amazing for us like platinum blonde girls. It really, really works whilst also not damaging or drying the hair too much. So I'm a huge fan. A product I use this month again and kind of reminding myself why it's so amazing is the Body Blur. I use the Beauty Blur from Vita Liberata pretty much every day, under or mixed in with my foundations. I like to mix it in because it gives it an even more dewy, luminous appearance. Or on days where I don't know wear much makeup whatsoever, I just use the Beauty Blur. The Body Blur is kind of like the sister of the Beauty Blur in that this is the body foundation. So it's an all over body foundation. You'll have seen me use, sorry I've got really itchy nose. You'll have seen me using this in a number of sponsored videos and also just generally in videos because I use it so much. This is a brand new bottle actually, but I'm in the colour Latte. Yeah, I used it recently for the Julian McDonald show and I just looked like a golden goddess, so I wanted to mention it again because I think it's just insane. Oh, and for jewellery, these are some of my favourite new pieces. I know I mentioned in my last video about new fashion bits and my favourites, but these are some of my absolute favourite earrings. I also have these in the gold in case you're like, I've seen those before. They also come in a gold, but when I saw they just come out in silver, I had to have them because I think they're amazing. They're so nice. Oh, and this watch as well from Thomas Sabo in their new range. The background is a navy blue and it has like stars. Hopefully you can see that. Little star constellations on the background of the watch. But how pretty is this band? And the strap to this is so gorgeous. Such a cool watch. I think it's awesome. Ooh, and now I'm out of focus. Okay, just a few in sort of fashion favourites. And the first one is actually a new kind of fashion brand favourite, and it's this brand called Duffy. I wore their knit when I got engaged actually, so in all my engagement pictures I was wearing one of their knitted sweaters. And this is a brand new one as well that I've just added to my collection for autumn, winter. You know me, I love a roll neck. But how beautiful is this patterning? I've not had any knitwear with this sort of patterning down the front. And I just think they have the most gorgeous colours and styles of knitwear. So if you like knitwear too, I think you'll like this brand. They sell at Harvey Nicks and also on their website, but I'll leave a link down below to this one. It's so soft. I can't wait to wear that actually. In terms of knitwear as well, again you'll have seen this the other week in my M&M haul, but these jumpers, I have it in this forest green, I have it in a cream, and I also have it in orange. I have found myself throwing these on most days if I'm going to meetings or to see friends or whatever. I just pick it up, put it straight on, put on some jeans. It just looks really quite cool and quite chic, but it's just cozy and comfy, and I'll be getting a hell of a lot of use out of these. And in the same colourway is this leather jacket that I'm just so in love with the colour. I've never had this colour of green leather jacket before, and I love the fact that it's not got a big collar, it's much more kind of biker style. It fits beautifully, it's just really cool on. Huge fan of this. It's the most gorgeous quality, it's beautifully made. But like I said, there's so many other fashion favourites in my previous video where I went into kind of like everything, so I don't want to kind of repeat myself too much. I feel like I've spoken at like 100 miles an hour because there's so many things that I was like super excited about and I wanted to tell you about in a shorter space of time. Sorry, I'm too excited obviously. But yeah, I'll leave everything that I've spoken about down below in order of appearance. I'll also leave a link to my book if you would like to pre-order it, or if you would like to enter the pre-order competition, I'll leave the details down below as well. If you have pre-ordered or you're thinking of pre-ordering, you can all enter if you're in the UK still. And if you'd like to subscribe, I'd love to have you. Just click my face on the screen, subscribe for 2 videos a week. I'd love to have you back. And thank you for watching, guys. Bye!